Everybody just needs to stop for a moment and take a deep breath. Hey everybody, I'm Bill, the Hill Country Prepper. I want you to be informed so that you can be prepared. What I'm doing right now, and I encourage everybody to do the same, stop for a minute, take a deep breath, and look around. Situations are changing daily. The world situation, the situation in this country and around the world, constantly changing. What could be expected last year is not the same that can be expected this year. So what I'm doing, stopping, pausing momentarily, and assessing everything that's going on. Take a moment, get some quiet time, write down on a piece of paper those things that you think are the biggest threat where you are. And they're different from everybody. My situation is different from yours, and yours is different from somebody else. Now I know a lot of people, good thing, have been stocking up on their prepper pantry. That's great. A lot of people have been starting their seedlings, planting their gardens. That's awesome. But situations are changing. Do you know what the greatest threat is in your life? And I think we need to stop for a moment, look around, pay attention, do some research, and find out what is the greatest threat right now, and then prepare for that. Are you in a situation where if the system was disrupted for 2 weeks, a month, 90 days, do you have everything that you need? Could you be sequestered back in your home without going out and be able to survive? Do you have the food, the water, the supplies? Do you have the means to prepare the food? Do you have the fuel that you might need if you were to go out, if you were allowed to go out? These are all things that we need to consider. Now, there's been a lot of talk going on about the world crisis and the threat of a nuclear attack. I don't think that's going to happen, and I'll tell you why. The situation with Russia and Ukraine, Russia's not going to drop a nuclear device on Ukraine. There are Russian loyalists in Ukraine, so Russia's not going to do that. Ukraine is not going to attack Russia because Russia would just simply roll them over and squash them like a little tiny bug. That's not going to happen. China's not going to be dropping a device on this country, or probably any country for that matter, because they're too dependent upon the American people and the world in general to buy all the junk that they produce. So they're not going to jeopardize that. They need the citizens of the world to be intact so that they can continue to buy all the garbage that they're shipping over. All right. Now, the one wild card here in this whole situation could be Iran, and could also be South Korea. I don't think South Korea has the capability to get anything in the air that can fly far enough to hit the mainland of the U.S. I don't think so. I really don't think so. So I'm going to take that off the table as well. Iran does have the capability to strike at Israel, and that is a real possibility. That's something that we might have to confront with. Is that a situation that you're worried about? It's something to think about. Are you prepared for something like that to happen? The defunding of the police is a big topic here, okay? Are you prepared to defend yourself? Do you have the means to secure your property and to protect your family, whether it be with a firearm or some other security device? This is something that you need to think about, and this is really something for people that live in and around the larger cities that they should be prepared for. It's something that I think about, because if this movement to defund the police goes through, boy, I don't know what that's going to look like with a nationalized police force running around the country. That'll be like Germany in the 1930s. That would not be good. But it's a possibility, and we all know that we're facing the threat of having our liberties taken away. And that's something that we should all consider. How are we going to react to that? How can we prepare for that? Hey, if you guys are getting value out of this message, why don't you press down on that like button and share this video too. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel yet, why not? Subscribe right now and hit that notification bell, and you'll get notified each and every time I upload some new content. So do that right now. Guys, take a minute, take a few minutes, take a deep breath, look around, see what's going on in the world, see what's going on in your area. I know we're in the middle of spring and the spring storms are rolling through. This is impacting a lot of people, especially those that live in Tornado Alley. The tornadoes are hitting. We're getting ready to roll into hurricane season. So all the people that live along the Gulf Coast and the eastern seaboard, they're confronted with that. That's going to be a real threat. And it's going to be a fairly active season if you listen to what the weather experts are saying. So that's something also. Do you have supplies to ride out a hurricane? Do you have supplies to ride out the storms? Are you prepared? Is your house prepared? Is your pantry prepared? Are you prepared? Again, guys, it's different for everybody. Assess your situation, make some notes, make sure that you've got what you need, and also make sure that you've got a library. Not just an electronic library, but you've got hard copy notes, you've got the books that you need to reference, whether it be medical, first aid, primitive skills, pioneering. You know where I'm going, okay? Guys, assess where you are, make the best decisions, do your research, be prepared. Guys, appreciate you watching the videos. I want you to be informed so that you can be prepared. You guys have a blessed day. Hill Country Prepper.